Good morning, one and all. Today we'll start with the topic. In continuation with the yesterday's questions, we'll go and try to learn the questions from the next set of day three. So here already you know that now we are going to talk about the digital formula. When you talk about the digital formula, we know that we have four limbs. So here we have four limbs into 30 bones. In that already these 30 bones are 14 plus 5 plus 8 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Already you know that is the formula. So in this the digital formula they are asking, when they are coming to the digital formula, we need to talk about only 14 bones, that are 2 comma 3 comma 3 comma 3 comma 3. So 12 plus 2 14. Okay, here so with that answer you can come to the answer. B is the answer. So this is the this is called as the digital formula of the both the limbs. Next, digital formula of the limbs. Next, coming on to the next question. Next, coming on to the next question, 130 135 joints. So the joints of the human skull bones of saddle are present inside the between the carpels and metacarpals. Gliding joints are also present between the carpels. Immovable joints or pivotal joints are present in the skull region. Imperfect bones we have not come across. Can go with the answer. Skull bones means already you know they are immovable bones, so option C is the right answer. Next, fibrous immovable joints. Fibrous immovable joints are found in, already we have discussed that, bones of the skull, bones of the girdle, bones of the vertebral column. So here immovable joints means every time we need to only go with the skull. Wherever the skull is there, that will be there, and they are present in most of the or they are present as sutures between the cranial bones also. That is the one more thing you have to remember. Option A is the right answer. Next, sutural joints are found between. Sutural joints are found between. So here sutures are between the cranial bones. So here when you see that thumb, humerus and radius ulnar, glenoid, cardia and pectoral, these are present in the sutures are present in the skull. So whatever the option with mostly the skull, that is parietal region of the skull, that will be the right answer. A option is the right option. Next, example of imperfect joint is sutures, elbow joints, ball and socket joints. Symphysis. So pubic symphysis means the in the pelvic region there are the two one bones are fused and they are called as the imperfect bones. So your pubic symphysis in the pelvic region will be forming the imperfect joints. Next, which of the following is a cartilaginous joint, bendable joint? So here sutures, skull, elbow joints. In the elbow region, synovial joints, synovial fluid in itself, and pubic symphysis. So cartilaginous joints are present. Bendable part is pubic symphysis. Option D is the right answer. Next, coming on to the next question. Symphysis contains fibrous cartilage, hyaline cartilage, calcified cartilage. So symphysis is consisting of the cartilage which is of fibrous joints, hyaline cartilage in the ears, calcified in the bones. So here the answer Fibrous cartilage is the answer. Option A. Option A. Next, coming on to the next question, which of which joint which joint which is the joint between sternum and ribs in human? So sternum and human, which is the joint present between the sternum and the which is the joint present between the sternum? Question number. Joint between the sternum and bones. Ribs and in humans, here fibrous joint, gliding joint, angular joint and cartilaginous joint. Here if you see that most of the body, ribs consist of cartilage joint or bendable joint. So answer is D here. Option D is the right answer for this. Next, coming on to the next question, synovial joint is pivotal joint, skull, hinge joint, knee and elbow, ball and socket joint, shoulder. So here synovial joints are present in all of these options. So synovial joints are present in the pivotal joints, hinge joints, ball and socket joints also. Ball and socket joints also. Ball and socket joints also. All of these is the right answer. D option. Next, which of the following holds the articular bones together? So ligaments, tendons, both of these, none of these. Ligaments connects the bone joint to the other bones. Tendon holds connects the bone to the muscle. So here articular bones they are asking, so obviously we can go with the option ligaments. So ligament is the right answer. Ligament is the right answer for this question. Ligaments. Next, which of the following lubricates ligament and tendons and is an important constituent of synovial fluid of bones? Lipids means fats, pectins means a type of component, hyaluronidase, this is a type of enzyme produced by the sperm utilization, and hyaluronic acid, this is the acid which is generally lubricating the tendons and other important constituents of the body. So hyaluronic acid, hyaluronidase enzyme. Here option D, hyaluronidase, option D. Next, articular cartilage of synovial joint is fibrocartilage, elastic joint cartilage, hyaline cartilage, all of these. So articular means movement, only partial movement. Generally they consist of the hyaline cartilage, they consist of the hyaline cartilage, they consist of hyaline cartilage. So here hyaline cartilage, hyaline cartilage, hyaline cartilage. Next, coming on to the next question, synovial fluid is found in spinal cavity, cranial cavity, immovable joints, freely movable joints. So they allow the movement, but that movement is restricted to a particular portion of the body. D option. D option. Synovial joints occurs between tail vertebra to vertebra two skull bones, humerus and ulna. So you can see that they are present in the humerus and ulna, that is the hand, limb, upper limb, upper limbs. Next, the shoulder and hip are hinge joint, pivotal joints, ellipsoid joints, ball and socket joints. Already we have discussed that the shoulder consists of ball and socket joints. So D option, D option, D option. Next, joint of femur with pelvic girdle is, joint of femur with pelvic girdle is saddle, hinge, pivotal, ball and socket. Hinge in the knee and elbow, saddle between the carpals of the upper limbs, pivotal head region, and both pelvic girdle and pectoral girdle, pelvic girdle and pectoral girdle allow the partial movement or 360 degrees movement, and they consist of bones are entering into the pelvic girdle or pectoral girdle into a girdle called as ball and socket joints. So those joints are called as ball and socket joints. Option D is the right answer. Locomotion movement between. Next question, knee is a. So what does the knee consist of? Hyaline. Knee joint is generally made up of hyaline joint or synovial joint or fibrous joint, cartilaginous joint. Cartilage joints, sternum. Synovial joints, already we have discussed that they are present at the different locations where freely moving parts. Fibrous joints are generally present in the different parts of our body, including the skull, and knee consists of almost the hyaline cartilage, hyaline joint. So option A is the answer for that question. Next, the joint of radio ulna with the upper arm is, already we have discussed that radius and ulna are present in the. So here the type of joint present there is called as, the type of joint present in the radius and ulna is called as, radius and ulna is, okay, upper arm is hinge joint. Okay, it consists of socket joints, pelvic girdle, pectoral girdle, pivotal joint, skull, socket joint, pelvic and pectoral girdle, hinge joint, elbow region. So here hinge joint is the answer for the question. Articulation of ulna, articulation of ulna, articulation of ulna which at the elbow joint is options hinge joint, pivotal joint, hinge joint, pivotal joint, gliding joint and ball and socket joint. So here hinge joint, hinge joint. Next, hinge joint is present in our body between thumb and trapezium, humerus and scapula, humerus and radio ulna, first and second, knee region and elbow region. Elbow region is between the humerus and ulna. So option is humerus and ulna. C option is the right answer. Next, saddle joints occurs between carpal and first metacarpal, femur and pelvic girdle, all vertebrae and phalangeals. Already we are discussing from first that carpal and first carpals and first metacarpal, the saddle joint is present, as well as the gliding joints are also present. So answer is A. A is the right answer. Next, the joint in our neck, The joint in our neck allows us to rotate our head left to right is. So here partial movement pivotal joint, already you know that partial movement is allowed by pivotal joint and no movement in the case of skull. So pivotal joint is the answer for this question. Next, coming on to the next question, which of the following pairs is correctly matched? Hinge joint between vertebrae, already you know that hinge joint is present between the knee and elbow, so option is wrong. Next, gliding joint between zygophysis of the successive vertebrae. Fibrous joint between the phalangeals, so fibrous joint is present in the head region, skull region. Trapezius joint is present in the rib cage, not in the skull bones. So here option A is wrong, option B is C is also wrong, option D is also wrong, and option B is the only right answer. Option B is the only right answer. Next, an example of gliding joint is, already we have discussed that is present in the zygophysis of adjacent vertebra. Zygophysis of adjacent vertebra. So option C is the right answer. Option C is the right answer. This joint here is made up of, that is knee joint, mandibular joint, suture in cranium, joint between vertebra. So here the joint made up of power is mandibular, that is the lower jaw. Lower jaw is the answer for this question. B is the option, is the right answer. Next, gout is caused due to the accumulation of gout condition where the uric acid will be accumulated in the different jointal portions because of kidney failure functionality. So here muscles, lactic acid, uric acid in the body, oxalic acid is not concerned with the gout, and calcium carbonate is bone osteoporosis. So this is not also an option. This is related to the acid accumulation in the joints is called as gout. So option A is the right answer for that question. Next, 199 question. Which of the following is the correct items and their grouping category? 3 items and their grouping category. So here malus incus cochlea, here asks malus incus stapes. So A option is wrong. Next, cytosine uracil thiamine. Cytosine uracil pyrimidines purine. So here actin, myosin and rhodopsin. Rhodopsin is a eye pigment, actin, myosin are the muscle components. So here B option. Ilium, ischium, pubis, these are the coxal bones of the pelvic girdle. So option is right. Option is this ischium, ilium, ischium and pubis is the right answer. Next, upon stimulation of skeletal muscles, calcium is immediately made available binding to troponin from. So already we know that the binding of calcium to the is exited from the endoplasmic reticulum of the sarcoplasmic, that is nothing but the sarcoplasmic reticulum. So endoplasmic reticulum is modified as sarcoplasmic reticulum in the muscle cells. So here Upon stimulation of skeletal muscles, calcium is immediately made available for binding to the troponin molecule from the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Sarcoplasmic reticulum. Next one, which one of the following is the correct description of a certain part of normal human skeleton? Parietal bone and the temporal bone of the skull are joined fibrous joints. First vertebrae in axis which articulates with the occipital condyles. The 9th and 10th pairs of ribs are called the floating ribs. The glenoid cavity is a depression to which the high thigh bone articulates. So correct description of the certain part of normal human skull. So whatever the other parts they are saying, they are not concerned with the human skull. So here option A is the right answer. Option A is the only right answer here. Option next. Here matching matrix type of question. This matching matrix type of question, you can see that correct option, ball and socket joint, shoulder, ball and socket joint, shoulder. So here carpal and metacarpal, that is gliding joint, so option wrong. Hinge joint, atlas and axis. Pivotal, frontal and temporal. Pivotal joint is present between the parietal bones. So here C option is also wrong. C option is also wrong. C option is also wrong. Ball and socket joint, saddle joint, carpals. So here knee region, bones involved. Here based on this, so you need to assemble them. Ball and socket joint is present between ball and socket joint, humerus and pectoral girdle. A is 5 at 2 positions, and B hinge joint is present in the knee. So here then both are same. Then C option, pivotal joint, that is present in the atlas and axis. So with that we can go with the option B option. So your answer B is the right answer. Next. The example of pivotal joint is hip joints, ankle joints, radio-ulnar joints, and metacarpophalangeal joints. So here the example of pivotal joint is radio-ulnar joints. Is C option is the right answer. Next, actin binding sites. Actin binding sites are located on tropionin, tropomyosin, meromyosin, both tropionin and meromyosin, both tropomyosin and meromyosin. So here actin binding sites are present in the tropomeromyosin of the heavy meromyosin. So here HMM is present in the meromyosin. So option C is the right answer. Next, scapula is a large triangular bone situated part of the thorax between the second and fifth ribs, third and sixth ribs, third and eighth ribs, second and So we'll come back to this question once again. Second and seventh ribs, fourth and seventh ribs. So answer here okay, scapula is present between the second and seventh ribs. D answer is the right answer. Next, coming on to the next question. The type of muscles present in our upper arm or smooth muscle fiber fusiform, heart or involuntary muscles. Heart is going to have the involuntary muscles. Intestine is striated and involuntary. Thigh are striated and voluntary. So the type of muscles present in our body, in the thigh, they are completely skeletal muscles and they are voluntary in function. Remaining all the three options are not matching with the question. Not matching with the question. Thank you for the day. Remaining questions we'll see again.